Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets.
Night baseball from Denver, Colorado and Coors Field. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the New York Mets and the Colorado Rockies. The Metropolitans look for their 7th straight victory. Next. German Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
Asdrubal Cabrera is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Blackmon is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next up for New York, Michael Conforto. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Parra. And that's the third out. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96. Great slider and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
And this will be taken in by Adrian for the first out. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Giro, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now here it comes. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch that can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Drilled to first. Gonzalez has got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. 32 now for the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
As a hitter, that feels so good. The previous pitch ran in on him, trying to get him off the plate, but the next pitch, he mashes it out of here. Goes to show you can't intimidate him.
Here's Jay Bruce now, and as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Previous history with German Marquez. He's 1 for 5. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce, number 299 in his career, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0. Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Here comes the 1-0. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. On deck, there's Adrian Gonzalez. Line towards center field. Blackman patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 348 for his career. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Standing in now, Jacob deGrom. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Parra will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Now at the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Look out, 2-0 now. Line drive to left. Parra is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. In now for Colorado, Nolan Arenado, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee. Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, They're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
High in the air out to center field. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Hit back up the middle. Story scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Digging in to try it again. Michael Conforto flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
And a breaking ball stays outside.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
The 2-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now the 2-1. Fouled off. Cabrera stands at first with 1 out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bruce, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Iannetta behind now 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Ryan McMahon becomes the second out in the bottom of the third.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it here. Ready for another chance. Wilmer Flores as we begin the top of the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit in the air to center field. Therefore it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. Here's Adrian now.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The windup and the 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacob deGrom. He flew out in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And this one goes right by Iannetta through to the backstop. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now. Gonzalez, a runner at second with one away. Curveball that time, not even close.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now the relay home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
And he is in there.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
First offering on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And he's in safely to third as a run will score on the play as well.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
First pitch on its way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Now the 1-0. Little dribbler up the first baseline. Foul ball, however, strike 1. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. popped up. Arenado has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in once again, Michael Conforto. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Back goes Gonzalez, and it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, and he puts it on the ground to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over, but not before 5 cross the. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
Nope. No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out. In is Gerardo Parra. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count up.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Gerardo Parra goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Lays off 2-2 now.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The slider freezes him at the plate. A called 3rd strike, and the inning comes to a close. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Digging in once again, Jay Bruce. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Gloved by Arenado. And the throw on the first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Ready for another shot now, Wilmer Flores. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And he lays off there, 1-0. One out, nobody on. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming in is Blackman. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
Now in the box, Adrian Gonzalez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Popped him up. Iannetta will wait on it. And that will retire the side. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
The 1-2. It's a slider that misses below the zone.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
After it is Cespedes. One out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's holding down the top spot in the circuit here for the month of June. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're on the short end of an. Ready for another chance. Jacob deGrom getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
And a fastball just a bit up. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in once again, Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Story plays it in. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez giving chase. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets as the lead holds at 8-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Iannetta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do was fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Sliders in for a strike.
Look out, 1-1.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Cespedes going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So close, but not enough on the fly ball there, and that's a story these guys have heard before as we take a look at the list of teams with the fewest home runs this year. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. Striding in once again, Ryan McMahon. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Flores. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Right side hit hard. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. 6th inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this 6th inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The 6th and 7th innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
The 0-1 delivery. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. In for strike 2. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Dahl over at second. LeMahieu on at first with 2 down. In the dirt here. Goes to third with it. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now an 8-2 game.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
0-1 count and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Chris Russin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. In previous meetings against Chris Russin, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Story is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
To the left side, but it's well foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. His 2nd of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Here's Jay Bruce now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. And a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
He's set and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. To short. Story scoops it up over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Ready for another shot now. Nolan Arenado. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. 0-1 the count. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
2 strike pitches, chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Chris Iannetta would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass. He's set. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is hit the other way out toward left field. After it is Cespedes. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2. Digging in to try it again, Jacob deGrom. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Jose Bautista is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 20, Jose Bautista.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Up next for the Mets, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. LeMahieu moving to his left. He's got it one away. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line shot back to the mound, and somehow he comes up with it. So two are gone in the Mets half of the eighth, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Blackman's after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Tapia will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth.
Now pitching for New York, number 46, Jerry Levin.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the eighth. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And a relay home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Line drive to center field. Conforto is there, and he has it for the first out.
Left fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. The head-to-head numbers against Jerry Blevins. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. Blevins, a native of Tennessee. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
From the stretch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Parra, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Here's Nolan Arenado, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 44, AEG runner.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Brian Shaw comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Next up from New York, Michael Conforto will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Hot shot to 3rd. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. Yoenis Cespedes will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Here's the first pitch to him, and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Next for the Mets, Wilmer Flores, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch inside, the throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 43, Matt Albert.
Stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Carlos Gonzalez.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, shortstop.
In now for Colorado, Trevor Story. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Wow, 9 home runs. D-Row, Dan, when's the last time you saw a power performance like this from 2 competing teams?
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Ryan McMahon, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets continue the roll they now as this ball game is over. 11-6 the final score in this ball game. The New York Mets took